Hello. The Tempe rail disaster on the 28th of February 2023 was the worst train crash Greece has ever seen. What were the underlying systemic issues which allowed this terrible incident to occur? What lessons can be learned by operators of other railways worldwide? I'll set out to answer both of these questions in this video. Before this crash, Greek railways were already the least safe in Europe. In the European Union Agency for Railways 2022 Safety Report, Greece was the worst in Europe for all rail fatalities, a measure which includes the deaths of railway staff. And it was 7th worst for passenger fatalities. There are 3 reasons for this safety record that I want to cover in this video: maintenance, upgrades, and culture. Maintenance seems to have been an issue on Greek railways for quite some time. During the Greek financial crisis after 2009, gangs dedicated to metal theft began stripping the railways of all the copper cables they could lay their hands on. Now, Greece isn't the only country with a problem with metal theft, but back in 2011, the Greek Friends of the Railway Association discovered that thieves hadn't only made off with cabling, but had stripped and stolen 6 whole diesel locomotives, which had been left in storage on a mothballed line. The Larissa area, in which the accident took place, also serves as an example of the poor state of Greek railways. The signalling system at Larissa is controlled by the station master using a control panel, but for over 7 years the full capability of the remote control system was not available because of 2 fires, one in 2015 and another in 2019, the latter of which knocked out the control system entirely. The damage caused by these fires was only fixed in November 2022, though even now the station master relies on staff, known as switch operators, to manually change the position of several sets of points in the area based on the station master's verbal instructions over the radio. Modernising the railway has also been a struggle for the state-owned Hellenic Railway Organisation. There are many examples of electrification and signalling projects in Greece which are now either years late and millions of euros over budget, or abandoned entirely. The most important of these is Contract 717, which was signed in 2014 to bring the European Train Control System, or ETCS, to the Athens to Thessaloniki main line. The programme of work was supposed to deliver in 2016 and cost €41.6 million. In 2017, a year after that contract was due to have brought ETCS to the main line, a derailment on the line caused the death of 4 passengers. Commentators at the time said that the derailment would have been avoided if ETCS were in operation, and the programme took on a renewed vigour. But again it slipped, and it's now scheduled to install ETCS on this line by the end of 2023. ETCS would probably have prevented the Tempe rail crash from occurring, as it would have stepped in, applying the brakes on both trains when the system worked out that they were both on the same line. The final thing I want to talk about in this video is safety culture. There were several opportunities to stop this tragedy from occurring, and I'm going to run through 3 quickly now. The station master at Larissa was new, and was supposed to be accompanied at the time by 2 other station masters due to the number of movements and the complexity of the location. Greek railways appears to be afflicted by what we in the UK rail industry would call a cutaway culture. Both the other rostered station masters headed home around an hour before they were supposed to, what's called a cutaway, and it's during that time that this horrific incident occurred. When instructing the driver of the ill-fated express train to pass a signal at danger, the station master should either have given the driver a paper form, known as Form 1001, or read the contents of that form to the driver over secure GSMR radio. Form 1001 tells the driver which signal to pass at danger, which line to take after that, and where they can resume normal running. The station master did neither of these things, simply telling the driver to pass the signal at danger, and then saying, "You're leaving, you're leaving." The driver didn't refuse that slapdash instruction, but passed the signal at danger and carried on. The driver then went over a set of points which took him from the up line to the down line. Rather than stop to ascertain whether this was correct, he carried on and drove the train in the wrong direction, unprotected by the signalling system, at speeds of up to 97 miles an hour, according to Greek news reports. The pervasiveness of cutaways, the incredibly poor safety-critical communications, the willingness of a newly qualified station master to ignore safety procedures, and the lack of challenge around safety demonstrates a profoundly troubling culture in the operations of the Greek railways. I don't say this to pile onto Greece at a moment of national tragedy, but to draw out lessons that those of us involved in the railway, wherever we work in the world, can learn from. That's it for this video. Please subscribe if you want to see more updates on this tragic case and thoughts about what we can learn from it, and please do share with friends and colleagues who may be interested. Thank you very much for watching.